I got me a shovel, and I'm digging a ditch, and I'm gonna fight for this 4 square feet of land like a mean old son of a bitch. I got me a future. I'm not stuck on the path.
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Perry with Premier Guitar. I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee at 3rd and Lindsley, hanging with Frank Turner.
Hello.
Very excited about this show. Frank's got only a couple minutes to get through some stuff, but he agreed to take some time and tell us about, a couple guitars and some pedals. Very excited about it. So I guess we'll start there. This is your number one,
so basically my whole deal is that I play acoustic guitar in a rock band, which is a difficult thing to do in a live context because you can't really mic up an acoustic, and the world has very much gotten used to this weird, flappy, horrible sound which people think of being what an acoustic guitar sounds like. And it's not at all. And I've spent a long time, this is my 10th year as a solo artist, spent all that time essentially chasing a good live acoustic tone that'll work within a rock band context, and I've nailed it. I'm going to talk you through what I got. So I've got Gibson Hummingbird guitars is the main part of my armory. They are workhorses. I've had various other guitars over the years, and I've had some really nice instruments that just can't take the beating that I throw because I jump up and down, I smack the top of it, I throw it around, and these things can really take a beating.
And you tour internationally quite a bit too, more than other bands too. So have you had a lot of experience breaking guitars in flights and
We've
stuff?
had a couple here and there. Again, we've kind of found our way of dealing with it now. We've got some cases made by a company called Scott Dixon, really good guitar cases for flying internationally. But for the most part, it's an occupational hazard. But I used to break guitars a lot more just through me kind of throwing them around on stage. And it's not that I'm careless, it's just that I like getting in the crowd, I like climbing and jumping off drum kits and that kind of thing. And you need a guitar that sounds good but that can also take a beating, and that's what the Hummingbird is for me. And then going through that, the next most important part of it is what you then put in as a pickup on an acoustic guitar. And we use all Fishman, basically. Fishman are the absolute kings of amplifying acoustic instruments. We have Fishman unsettled pickups, which go down to Fishman Aura Spectrum DIs down there. I've got a pair of them down there, which are not, I've got 2 lines in case I break something while I'm jumping around. So it looks like an impressive pedal board, but there's not actually masses going on. I've got a tuning pedal that runs into an Aura Spectrum DI, and one of the great things about the Aura Spectrum is that you can have models of guitars that get preloaded into it. So I've actually got a recorded model of a Hummingbird that is running through there. But it's a great DI in itself, so you keep the blend on it and you get a really good tone out of it. And it doesn't feed back, and it actually sounds like a real acoustic guitar. The pickup under the saddle is a major thing that we've only done recently, and that's really made a huge difference as well. So that combination gives me the acoustic guitar tone I want. I've got Ernie Ball strings on here as well, which are, again, I'm a huge cheerleader for Ernie Ball. They're amazing, they're great.
What gauge are you running?
I'm running mediums on these, so I think I might say they're 12s. I should also add that quite a lot of my gear, in fact almost everything to do with my gear, gets looked after by my amazing guitar tech Kahir, who's waving from behind the camera. But yeah, he's the one who sort of keeps everything in shape, cleans up my mess essentially every day. But that's what I use most of the time. I have started playing electric a little bit lately.
Yeah, so I noticed an amp switcher on your board here, and I guess so. This Gibson's your number one.
Let's swap them out and keep talking about this. So the good people at Gibson, I told them on the last record we made here in Nashville actually, I played electric guitar in a couple of songs and I wanted to start doing that live. And I went to the Gibson office in London and I said, look, something kind of lightweight. I'm really into kind of like black and white color schemes at the minute. So something kind of that sort of color, lightweight but with a really meaty sound. And Julian, the guy at Gibson, just literally turned around and pulled a case out from under his desk and was like, how about this one? And it was this exact guitar. It's LE series Les Paul. They're hollow bodied, which means they're really light. I have back problems, so I can't. A normal Les Paul would kill me, essentially.
Drive you crazy. Yeah, you're a tall guy.
Yeah, and I slipped 2 discs in my back 2 years ago, so I had to be careful with that. But this thing sounds fantastic. So what I have is, I use the same cable and the same tuning pedal, but I have an AB switch down here.
You're just switching, okay, yeah, easy.
The AB switch normally goes to the acoustic channel. When I plug the electric in, I press in my AB box and I go to a Kempner amp modeler over there, which is great. I don't actually have a cab on stage. We use in-ears.
Completely direct?
Completely direct, yeah. Obviously it's coming out front of house, but and Ben uses an amp, and Ben is very kind of precious about his tone for the electric guitar player in my band. But for myself, Kempner's amazing, does everything I need it to do, and I use JH Audio in-ears as well, so to me, it's kind of slightly academic to me whether or not I actually have a cab. The Kemper does what I need it to do.
Sure.
And then the one thing I do occasionally do, which I've started doing lately, which Luke, our front of house guy, is still, I think, slightly making his mind up about whether or not he likes it, is this AB box does have a both switch on it. So occasionally when I'm playing the acoustic, for a little extra weight, you can throw the both on.
A little bit, huh?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, if you're not playing, then it tends to feed back, even though it's not actually a cab, it tends to feed back. But with the undersaddle pickup, it's a reasonably pure tone going through, and you can actually get a pretty decent sound coming out of that as well. I wouldn't just have the acoustic going through the electric channel, but as a little extra kind of oomph to add, you know, on the last chorus, you just you just smack that on.
Sure.
The only thing is, I have precisely zero practice in my career of actually switching pedals while I'm playing, because I've never really done that before.
Pedals,
so I keep falling over while I'm.
Yeah, I wonder because pedals. You know, you're touted as a songwriter, as a singer-songwriter, acoustic player, and then your records have like every instrument known to man.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of that's to do with the Sleeping Souls, with the fantastic band
Great
who
band.
are not currently on this stage, but they will be later. But yeah, it's been really fun. I've been really enjoying playing electric lately on a few songs here and there, and some of the older songs I've started playing electric on, which has really kind of brought kind of a different vibe to those songs. So.
Sure. Did you notice any feedback issues? I know that you're going through a Kemper, but because it's chambered in kind of a hollow body-ish.
No, that hasn't, not at all. The tone on this guitar is absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't had the chance to play one.
Great.
It looks cool too.
Yeah, well, it looks cool as hell. I've actually today, with my acoustics, I have a pair of Hummingbirds that what I usually use, because we change guitars every 3 or 4 songs or so that I'm not tuning on stage, so that Kara can check on them, make sure that they're okay, they're doing what they need to do. I've now got a pair of I've got a new Hummingbird today, a black one. I really want to get a white Hummingbird, so I have a black and white pair. That would be cool as shit, and then have this one as the kind of intermediary. I haven't got that yet. I've got red and white at the minute, but.
So are those the pickups that came in that?
They are the pickups that come in it, and I couldn't really tell you what they were other than they're big old humbuckers, but.
Sure. So, and then this is the actual guitar you played on your newest record, right?
No, it's not. I got this after the record was made, actually. Yeah, I went in, but
they gave you some electric stuff to play on that record?
Yes, yeah. They were good to us then as well.
Man, very cool. I know it's not a whole lot of stuff, but.
Well, that's the thing for me, you know,
it
does, it gives me the tone that I need, you know, and it's kind of versatile, you know, and even in the sort of full-on rock shows that we do, like the show we're doing tonight, there's still kind of an acoustic solo section of the set. And I can kind of, you know, very simply, I love the way having just the one cable that I have to mess around with, you know, I don't have to be switching.
So you literally just turn on your tuner and then
turn on my tuner and we're away. Yeah, which is just a really lovely, simple way of doing it. The one other thing that we have on my pedal board that I should point out for the camera is there's a clock, so that in case I'm talking too much bollocks on stage, which happens quite regularly, I can actually look down and see that I've overrun my set time. So that's the most vital part.
Essential. A lot of people don't think about that.
Yeah. It's really made a difference to my touring career.
Well, man, I'm really excited for the show. You guys check out the new record, Positive Songs for Negative People, out now. Frank, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you, man. Cheers.
And thank you guys. Catch you on the next Big Rundown.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.